Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Coming up, it's divisional round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Miami Dolphins and the Baltimore Ravens. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Let's go now. 18 Gators.
I know he ain't got it. We got tight left.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think? Early shot here.
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Jones got it complete to West. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Now Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Down. 10-2 saw. Watch the curl, watch the curl. 80 weapon. Switch. Fight.
Now the Purdue man. This is Akeem Hunt. Patrick Onwuasor up to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go. 10 Lobo.
On 2nd and 9, Jones, and finding the tight end Hooper. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 26. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Ready.
36. Line 36. There we go.
Hey, Haywood. Head up.
Jones now, operating from the gun. He's going to rifle one, and that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Davante Adams, 30 yards. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. I got you, son. I got you, son. Mike 55, Mike 64. You got nothing.
Jackson. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Switch.
Jackson from the shotgun. It's caught by Mark Ingram. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Taco Charlton just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. First carry now for Justice Hill. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. From the gun, Jackson. Being chased out left. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And this one is right down the middle. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know him.
That's caught at the 25. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Jakeem Grant, 71 yards. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
You ready? You ready? You ready?
Their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. That one caught out wide by Boykin. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
From the 31, Jackson. Got a man, it's Brown. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So now first and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 47. From the gun, it's Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 12 yards to pick up there, good for a Raven first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
Mike, 55, right there in the middle, 55. Hey. Mike, 55.
From the gun, Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
Let's go,
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Jackson will throw again, escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Just like that.
On 2nd down, it's Hill. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Taking it in from a yard out as his guys are back within a single score. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Jones heading up here 1st and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. They run it with Balaj. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Check.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
48-yard pickup. 1st down, Dolphins.
Ready.
2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend.
We got this.
We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Here's Jones throwing on 1st down. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Jones going to throw again. Looking deep for Adams. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Davante Adams. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. But the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes it a 21-10 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Jackson to throw. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Jackson now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off around the 41, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Jones. Caught by Jones. Last week in that wild card win, only 1 catch, and now he's got his first catch here, and it's good for a first down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Ready? 90, Wolf. Pilot, 64, Weak. 5.
They'll run it now. This is Charkandrick West. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
2nd and 4 at the Dolphins' 49-yard line.
Ready? 18 Gator.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. To throw is Jackson. From the gun, he'll throw. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold.
Got it.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Time remaining for likely one final play. You're on your side of the field, but, heck, maybe you throw one up 50-plus yards, see what happens.
Don't forget that taking the knee is the right play to make, because you just get out of there, you regroup, you start over.
And this is going to be intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. This is taken about 7 yards deep, and no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Check 3.
Again, they'll run with Ingram. Ingram's got the first down and more. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 46. To throw is Jackson. Ingram churning. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
On 2nd down, it's Ingram. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. 8 yards, 1st down as they're able to convert.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a 1st down for them, too.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. He's got it to Ingram. Complete. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play.
Don't get nervous. 57.
Play action. It's Jackson. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. William Hayes, the pride of Winston-Salem State, coming in to drop him.
At the 21-yard line.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. They run. It's Mark Ingram. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
We called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
Tucker's kick is good, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but